Well, hello, friends. Surprise. Wilby and I just wanted to jump on and do some crafting tonight, so we hope that you can join us. If you're seeing that red live button up there, that means you're probably watching on the replay, and you just want to pop on and say hi to me and Wilby. But if you're not seeing that live button, that means you missed us. So come on in and join us. Say hi when you pop on. You're like, hello. I didn't know you were going to craft because I didn't even send out a telegram. It's a surprise. Wait, am I missing my earring? Oh, there it is. It was a surprise. Spur of the moment. Spur of the moment. Hello, Miss Carolina, Miss Marsha. How are you? From Miss Alita. Oh, what's happening here? Where am I at? There I am. There, I didn't even tell Mother, but I think she's probably on her way. Wait, no, it's Thursday. Oh, they're probably drumming tonight. I can't keep track of Mother. She's a mover and a shaker. Hello, Miss Maureen and Miss Yvonne and Miss Debbie. Come on in, friends. You guys, we're going to do... This craft might not be for everyone, but I did a couple of these while I was just sitting here, just messing around. Hello, Miss Beverly. Hello, Sparky, Chris, and Miss Sandy. Wilby's gonna slide over here to the right. You guys, it was craft day at work today. We had so much fun. I didn't bring down my craft though. Shucks. You know, we did that burlap angels, remember? But the other craft that we did was we etched. So the one gal had these little square candle holders. I think they came from like the Dollar Tree. Hello, Miss Kathy. And we put vinyl on it, and one of them said it had a B, and it was a B, and it said kind, and then the other one said choose joy. And so you put that on there, and then you pulled it off. It was a stencil, and then we used the etching cream and let it set for 10 minutes, and then you rinse it off, and then they put some rub and buff over it. Oh, so pretty. Don't know how long you can watch. Battery is really low. Well, Miss Sparky, plug that bad boy in. Plug that bad boy in. Okay, so I'm just playing around. Just playing around down here. And I made it, I took these, I have these ornaments that I got from like after Christmas sale from like, well, hello, Miss Christina, how are you, friend? That I got from Joann's. Joann's. And so they're kind of cool. Like this one has, it's like, it has like a little pattern on it. So it'd be probably pretty cool to paint. But I'm going to show you what we're going to do with these. So here's one that I finished. Now, this might not be for everyone because, yes, silly lady, plug it in. Plug it in. Okay, so here's one that I, like I said, this might not be for everybody because it's very, very neutral. But I think this would be cute on a tree. So my sister has a lot of Christmas trees. And, you know, she has like different themed trees. And check it out. This is that old, what's it called? Oh my gosh, I almost said baby's breath. What is it called? Somebody, you guys, my brain has been really bad today. It's right at the tip of my tongue. Somebody tell me. Hello, Miss Doris. Sweet Annie, thank you, Miss Christy. I'm like, it was right there, but my brain is tired. So we took this one similar to this. It was just a plain one, and I'll show you how I did this. Okay, I got some coffee, some cinnamon, some really old Sweet Annie, some bells, just a neutral. Yeah. You guys, my brain is so bad. I was talking to a coworker today about it, about how bad we feel like we're still struggling with COVID brain like years later. It's sad. It's very sad. Hello, Miss Chris. How are you, friend? Okay, so I have one here that's already covered and we can embellish it, but I'm going to show you what I did, okay? Paper bag. All you need is a paper bag, okay? You can get a big old pack of paper bags. I think somebody gave me these. Hello, Miss Devana, how are you? Have some plastic ones and wonder what to do with it. Well, here's a possibility. Now, you could start this with these paper bags and you could always paint them. I think Mother's probably at drumming tonight. Oops, I guess we didn't need to cut that yet. So I still have some here. So I took my paper bag and I just, thank you for sprinkling me out. And I just wrinkled it up because it makes the paper bag a little bit more manageable. Plus it softens it up. I don't know what it softens it. Does that make sense? Just kind of softens it. And then you just kind of rip some pieces, okay? I did rip a little bit across the top because it's got that little jagged edge from the, I don't know, the top of the bag. So I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna do a full one here because I can't be on here very long tonight because we've got some things we need to do. I wanted to pop on and craft with you because I haven't, yeah, they're doing cardio drumming. Because I haven't been on since like Sunday, and I was looking at my calendar. Tomorrow night we have a party with our coworkers. Saturday there's a dance recital. I'm not in an event. I'm like, I gotta get on here and see my friends before they be like, what happened to her? Okay, so Mod Podge. Okay, you're gonna take a brush and you're gonna put some Mod Podge on here. You're just gonna start putting the Mod Podge on. Okay, this is a great thing to do. When you're like I was down here watching The Grinch. You guys, I keep watching The Grinch. I love The Grinch with Jim Carrey. I'll just put it on and it's just in the background playing. Okay, let's put a little Mod Podge on here. And then just start taking your paper and put it on here, okay? Hold it down. Now, you can go right over this, okay? Whoops. Got some twine hanging on there. Go right over it. Splotch it down, you know. We're splotching it, okay? And then you flip it back up and put some more Mod Podge down. Rip was MIA earlier, but we found a... where was that? Where is he at? Hello, Miss Barb. Where was he? Did he leave? He was like, I'm out of here? Or was he hiding? Was he just hiding? All right, so we're not going to do this whole thing because I don't want to bore you with putting it. Now, before I did not just wrap it all the way around, but I think I might just do that this time. What the heck, right? Well, where was Mr. Rip? Where was he? So, we had craft day at work today. That's always a fun day. Oh my gosh, you guys, we had so I talked about this before, about how it's called Holiday Stress Relief is what they call the event. And we have an organized, part of the federal government. If you know anything about the federal government, like if your spouse or you were a veteran or your spouse was a veteran, they have what's called MWR. It's called Morale, Welfare, Recreation. It's all part of the government. And that organization, that part of our organization, does events. He went 2 blocks away. Oh no. So they do events because it's morale, welfare, recreation, right? So they have all kinds of different events. And this was one that they do every year. Well, I guess maybe, did we just start it last year? I don't know. I was just involved in, I don't know if they had it before, but the last year and this year, myself and one of my coworkers have been like the person, the people that they say, hey, can you come up with a craft and do it? And we're like, sure. Well, they capped it this year at 50 people because they have a local pizza place caters lunch. So we had pizza and salad and drinks and cookies. It was really nice. But I'm telling you what. Hello, Miss Luann. Hello, Miss Amanda. How are you, friends? You guys, we're just putting some paper bag with some Mod Podge on this ornament, okay? I'm going to do a couple of rows and then I'm going to get to the one I already have done. Well, we were standing there, just waiting for people. It's like 10 minutes to 11. Oops, here we go. 10 minutes to 11 this morning, and this one guy walks in. He was all excited. It was so sweet. He was so excited. And he walks in, and he's like, I'm ready to do some crafting. And I was like, sweet. So he was like, I'm the only one here. We're like, yeah, but don't worry. They'll all be here. And the floodgates opened up, and people just came and it was like, we couldn't keep up. And I said to one of the ladies, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I feel like we almost have some time slots, 25 people come the first hour, 25 people come the second hour, and like space them out, because then everybody's antsy, right? Everybody wants to get their craft done, and we're trying to help everybody, and then people are trying to look at the finished one and try to figure it out, and I'm just like, maybe I should do a recording. Dogs are alone upstairs, just FYI. It's probably gonna get crazy. All right, so I'm gonna do a few more strips of this on here, and then we're just gonna flip over to the one that I already have done. Because you put this all on here, and then you can dry it or just let it dry. But I did, like I said, I finished the one, and then I started another one, and I was like, oh, I'll hop on and start one and show you how it looks, and then we'll just embellish it from there. So yeah, the crafting took about, let's see, from the time I got down there, 10:30, and probably till 1, I got back to my desk, and I did a little bit of work until 3 o'clock, and then I was like, okay, time to go home. It's time to go home. It was a good day. Okay. We rip a little bit more here. So, does everybody have their Christmas shopping done? Because I'm not even close. Like, I probably have... I think because we're going to just give a lot of money to the kids and stuff, so I don't have a lot to buy. But, because with teenagers and young adults, isn't it just easier to give them money? Some people say that's impersonable, but I'm all about it. That's how I feel when I do Home to Build Kids Workshop. This is like 284 kids. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine. Oh, and little kids. But you know what's funny? Some of those adults kind of act like little kids, because they come in and they just open up their packet and they start trying to put things together. I'm like, I almost wanted to just, I hope nobody's listening that was there today. I almost wanted to just let them go for it and see what they come up with. Oh, shoot. But now I'm thinking about next year already. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is it that I'm going to come up with next year? Because I try to keep it really straightforward, because I don't want to end up doing everyone's, because there was one person who was like, oh yeah, go ahead and do it for me. I'm like, wait a minute, this is your stress relief, not mine. Leaving Tuesday for California to go to your son's house. Nice. You guys, the weather here is just kind of crazy right now. It's not cold at all. Okay, check it out. So we've got just about half of it covered, okay? And I can go back and finish that. So just give it a good coat of Mod Podge on under and on the top, okay? Let me set this over here. Whoops. You're usually all finished by now, Miss Liz. Well, I'm the 11th hour shopper. It's just how I've always been. 11th hour. I don't know. Okay, so if you didn't, sorry, I feel like I don't know what I had going on there. If you didn't see the beginning, here is the one I did before we went live. Okay, so I said this may not be your color because it's all neutral. Okay. But it's got some old Sweet Annie. And this Sweet Annie still smells. I got this locally from an estate sale. She had it growing in her, or she had it hanging in her, her craft quilting shed or whatever she had. And I love it. It's just, I've got a big bunches over here hanging up. And I thought that would be cool to put that on there. It's been stressful. Well, thank you. Okay, so here's the one. Okay, we have one that's shaped like this. Okay, I went ahead and covered it. Okay, and same as what we were just doing, and it's dried. Almost looks like masking tape. Okay, it's dried. Now for the top, let's do the top here. I can do the top on this one. They come with these little baker's twine hangers. You can just clip those off there and use them for something else. But here's what I did with these. Okay, so I took some Java, the Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint in the color Java. Okay, hold on, shake it up a little bit. And then I went over it with the Java. Let me see if I have somewhere here I have like a bunch of brushes here that have it. And I think this might have a little bit of cinnamon on it. Well, let's just get a new one because I think I put cinnamon on them. Okay, so take a little bit of Java and put it on your shiny silver cap because we don't want it looking all shiny new, right? So you can go around your little loop-de-loop as well. You might get it all over your hands, whatever. I'm just going to hold these little inner thingy-mabobbers, whatever they're called, whatever the thing that holds it in there. Just going to hold that. Okay, so just put some, you can put some antique wax. You could probably just put some, if you wanted to, you could put just put Mod Podge right over it because I'm just going to take some coffee, okay? Just got some coffee. This is just instant coffee. I think I bought it from, I don't know, Dollar Tree maybe. And I'm just kind of going to sprinkle it on here like so. Okay? And then I'm going to also take a little bit of cinnamon. Like so. Now take your paintbrush and you could tap the little hangly dangly thing here. Now take your heat gun. You know, I dropped mine on the floor earlier. You had a beautiful day with a high of 51 degrees in Wisconsin. I know it had to be really, it was really warm like that here today too. Here, we'll drown Edna out by running this. So I'm just going to dry it a little bit because then I'm going to take some Mod Podge and go right over the top to seal that cinnamon and coffee in so it doesn't flake off, okay? Edna. I apologize. My husband's not here to, whoops, to rein them in. Okay. So just tap that on there. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. It's funny, they start barking and then they just stop. I'm like, where are you barking at? Okay, so we got it all covered on there. I'm going to dry it a little bit more. Hello, Miss Ramona. How are you? Miss the Home Depot ladies DIY. Oh, they used to have that? I did not know they had Home Depot workshops. We don't have a Home Depot here in Battle Creek. It's in Kalamazoo. Okay, so there's your lid. Now I'm going to just set that aside because you can see this one, it's already done, okay? It's already all prettied up. Prettied up. Has Edgar learned to bark along? No, he doesn't really bark. Like, he only barks when they're playing. So, like, when I got home from work today, I had to pick up food for Edgar because he ran out. He had this big bag and he's out. So I had to go get him some food. And when I came home, I went to get my husband got their bowls and I was feeding them. And then Edna and Edgar didn't finish, so I let them all outside, and then they ran back in, and Espen, and he was in there barking at him, and I was like, Blake's like, what is he barking at? I'm like, I don't know what he's barking at. And I went in the room, and Edna and Espen were at Edna's crate, like, sniffing like they were trying to get in to get the food, and Edgar was sitting back by the bed barking at him, so I have no clue what was going on. Hello, Miss Rosario. It is weird. I have no idea. But he doesn't normally bark. Like, when he's playing, he barks, but that's about it. It's not like, he doesn't do like that crazy fool does. She just barks nonstop. Okay, so we have our ornament here, and I just took, let's get some Mod Podge here. I just took some Mod Podge and just kind of put it where, I don't know, wherever I thought I wanted to put a little splotch of, it's a splotch of some coffee. Use your words. Now, when I do this, I just take the coffee grounds and just kind of like twist them between my fingers. I twist it between my fingers and it like disintegrates any of the bigger chunks, if that makes sense. I'm sure if you've used coffee in crafting, you know what I'm talking about. Because then it goes like this. And then just put a little of the cinnamon out here as well. Now, when you put the sorry, my eye itches. When you put the coffee on your crafts, it turns dark. Okay, when you get like the Mod Podge on it, it's kind of dogs can be weird, totally. It like it almost like turns kind of, I don't know, it turns like a dark, like a black color. I don't know. It's wet, I guess. I don't know. But that's what it does. And like if you ever put coffee on fabric and put it in the oven, it does the same thing if you get like real big pieces of the coffee. So we're just going to put a couple spots here down this side of this ornament. Kind of just making some old looking ornaments. Just some old looking ornaments. Sometimes we look at Rip and go, what? I have no idea what that's. Aspen and Edna. I have no idea. But like I said, there's nobody up there to go, hey, stop it. Who knows? And the curtains are shut because I shut the curtains before I came up here. So who knows what they could be looking out the slider out back. It's probably something out there that they think they see. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. So there's a little bit more. Got another one right there. I've got one there. And then I'm going to go probably, let's see, right there, right there. Let's do another one over here on this side. Probably be good. 3 big ones. Y'all don't forget to check. Oh, yes. Don't forget. I have an online auction going right now. Get in and check out the things that are in there because there's still plenty of things that have no bids on them. And there's plenty that have bids on them. If you want something, you can steal it from someone. I'm just kidding. I mean, it's not anybody's yet, right? It's an online auction, and it's till tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. So yeah, and then I won't be home tomorrow night, so I won't be notifying anybody till Saturday because I'll be out partying like a rock star. Just kidding. Not really. Oh, you know what? The hot tub, that's a story in itself. My husband, we had to drain it last night. We're just having problems with the whole chemical system, the whole it's like testing really high for hard water, and then the salt was, I mean, just if it just keeps going in this circle of issues, right? So today he went to the place where we bought it and said, something's not right, and if this doesn't get fixed, I'm gonna lose my mind. So anyway, it may, if it's something's not right after he does what he's doing next, then I think we're going to have a service call because it's under warranty, because we think it might be the saltwater system that we put on it. Hello, Miss Lori. How are you, friend? Yeah, so we haven't been in it lately, and that's what I was saying. I'm like, man. But it's been a little warm, so like nobody's been real eager to jump in the hot tub when it's when it's a little warm. We kind of like it when it's, you know, the cold. Okay, you guys, check it out. Check it out. We got this one really good. Okay, so now I'm going to take, let me just dry it a little bit now. Keep it back a little bit. You don't want to get it all melty, but I'm going to just hit it a little bit so I can get it dried up, so just enough where I can put some Mod Podge over it. Okay, that's probably good enough. It's not warm there. Well, for us, it's, I mean, this time of year, 50, you know, like, yeah, what was it? It had to be close to 50s today. That's really warm, so it's not, it doesn't feel as good. I mean, I was just enjoying going out in the hot tub when it was like 30. I was like, oh, hop in there. It feels good, you know? Stay underneath. Your hair's like steam coming off your hair. It's kind of fun. But it gets too warm. It's not as fun. But it's all good. Okay. Got that sealed in. Dry this up. Dry that up. Okay, just want to get that in there a little bit more. Okay. So who would make some of these? Who likes to do like Well, hello, Mother. We thought maybe you were drumming tonight. We weren't sure if you were drumming tonight. Who would make some of these primitive, rustic-looking ornaments? I'm telling you what, if you can learn how to do some primitive rustic stuff, that is great, because the store down in Shipshewana that has primitive stuff, it is ridiculously expensive. Ridiculous. Okay, so let me set that there. I mean, it's crazy. Like, we found these really cool candles, and I can't even describe it to you. It's a timer candle, but it's an LED, it's electric. And we were all in awe, and the lady at the place was kind of rude. She was kind of rude because we didn't think she knew what which one we were pointing to, and she was, but it didn't look like, it just looked different. And we were just like, oh, that's cool. And she goes, well, those are $42.95 a candle. We were like, oh, what? No. But I looked it up on, you guys know Irwin's? I think it's Irwin's Primitive Lighting and stuff like that. I bet you guys know what I'm talking about. And it was like $50 on there. So, it's expensive. Okay, I think that's going to be our front right there, okay? So I'm going to set that like that, and we're going to, let me see, I've got some more of this. I wanted to say Baby's Breath again. Sweet Annie. I didn't bring a whole lot of this over here, so I don't think I have any more. I'd have to go grab some more. But let me see if I can just make two little side things here. This, you guys, I can't believe how good this still smells. And look, I mean, this was green at one time. It isn't green anymore. It's old, but it still smells so good. Like the regular old Sweet Annie smell. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Okay, we're just gonna put that on there like that. And then, so yesterday was, whoops, 30th anniversary of my dad's passing. So my mom and my sister and I spent the day together, and we had a good time. We went to breakfast, then we came home. We went through Mother's hutch. I washed the things. You guys, her milk glass collection, you know how it was all up on the top? Well, she had a gazillion milk glass pieces in the cabinet as well. All right. Now, you might not like it all sticking out like that, but I think it looks cute, okay? So we've got our Sweet Annie. I'm going to keep it pretty much similar to the one I did before so I can show you exactly how I did it. Now, I took, so there's the Sweet Annie, and then I took some twine, okay? I just took a bunch of this, it's just real skinny twine, okay? And just take about like 3 fingers and wrap it like this a bunch of times. As many times as you want. And then when you squeeze it, it's your own little bow, okay? Boom, you got a bow. So hold it with your hand and then make your little tails to your bow, okay? This was an easy way to just put a little neutral little bow on here. Just a neutral little bow. So yeah, we cleaned out my sister's the, like, when I was doing craft shows, my sister did all of the, yes, isn't that your kind of, look at that, perfect, look at that bow, you can't get an easier bow, look how cute it is, look how cute it is, and you just wrapped it around 3 fingers, and that's that, boom, just like that. You didn't even have to wrap it that many times around, that was just how much I pulled off there. I got a whole big old thing of that, so it was all good. So we went through her hutch, I washed, you know, and put them back on the table. My sister, she arranged. How cute is that? She arranged them back where they were to go, or she put them how she thought that they should go. 3 dogs, a hubby, a job, and you craft almost every evening. So Kelly, are you all ready for Christmas? Cookies. Miss Marilyn, I've missed you. Cookies baked for Santa and gifts bought, wrapped. I was just saying earlier that. Oh, by the way, we have 4 dogs. We have the 3 wiener dogs and then the big Gabby. The big dog. So these are my bells. I'm using the bells that I did my own rusting on. So no, I'm not even close to ready for Christmas, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I never have to buy anything that's that hard to find. So, oh, but for everyone who does have all theirs done and wrapped and everything, kudos to you. Okay, so I'm just taking, this is like, I don't know, like just a regular size bell. There's some smaller ones in there, and you just put it on your tail, okay? And then just slide it up as far as you want it. And I just took some glue, put the glue right over it. Okay, this is just, where, oh, here it is. And then just folded this like this, okay? Folded it over there. Well, hello, Miss Lynn, how are you? So then it just can be trimmed off, okay? Can be trimmed off. Well, I say that, but let me get it actually trim out. You guys, I bought these scissors and then I did something to them and now they have gook on them. Okay, so there you got your bell at the end of your thing. We'll end up gluing that down again, but this is just the easy, quick way to put these bells on here. You could tie them on, you could do whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. But this is how my boat is floating. Easy. Remember I said I couldn't be on here long. You guys, Edgar is okay from getting sick the other day. Yeah, I don't know. It may have been the car sickness. I'm wondering now. Because he hasn't ridden in the car since and he hasn't been sick. So I don't know. I guess we'll take him out again and see what happens. But it was just on the way home. So I don't know. He probably said your husband drives like a fool. He wasn't even driving bad either. Hello, Miss Juanita. How are you, friend? Okay, so now we have 2 bells on there, so let's get them so they're not just like weird, hanging upside down. Just glue them down. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's see how I want them. Okay, I'm going to glue one right there. Put a little glue on your ornament. I think you can buy the clear ornaments like this at Dollar Tree. I do. I think you can. So if you just wanted, but like I said, this big packet that I got from Joann's after Christmas, I think it was like 2 years ago, was such a good deal. I couldn't pass it up. Okay, check it out. That glue strained off there. Okay. Now the last thing I did, and just easy peasy, you can do whatever you want. I just have these, you know, these little brown wooden snowflakes from Temu. I just put one right in the center of the bow. And then take another piece of twine, just this skinny twine. Bring it through your little, let's gotta turn that. Bring it through your little topper piece there. Do the, what is it, Mom? Lark's head knot? Is that what it's called? Is this a macrame knot? And then just tie it. And you've got these neutral little rustic primitive looking ornaments that I think are stinking cute. It looks like this. But like I said, you could adjust your, if you don't like this out like this, you could like glue it down so it's coming down the side so it's not so pointy. I like it. I think it's cute like that. And then here was the first one we did. Well, the first one I did before I went live. So there's a round one. Here's a, whatever shape this is called. You know, you could have them on your, I have a little tree. You could actually hang these. These would be pretty in a window. That'd be, or like if you had something that you had like just little hooks on it, you could hang them on that. And then I will end up finishing this one right here is a similar, it's a round one. And I'll end up doing that one. But the ornaments just looked like this when they started out. They were just clear. Well, thank you, Miss Ava, Miss Marsha, and Miss Devana. They were just clear ornaments. And they were in, I got them in a big thing from, like I said, from Joann's after Christmas a couple years ago. And I just was like, what can I do with these? And I thought, let's make them look primitive. Now you can take the paper as well. So if you got it like this, whoops, you got it like this, you could then just add green. You could add, you know, I got you could take some greenery and some berries and just leave them like this. You don't have to put you don't have to put the coffee and the tea, or coffee and the cinnamon on here, not the tea. Coffee and the cinnamon on here. You could just leave it, you know, with the brown paper bag. But it's a paper bag, you guys. So, ornament, paper bag, and you got cinnamon, you got some ground, some coffee, you got some twine, some just easy peasy things that you probably have in your house. Well, hello, Miss Stephanie, up back into the crafting table, because that would look great in your mug. Yes, it would, wouldn't it? So how cute are these? I love them. I think they're adorable. I know they're not for everyone, but take the idea with the brown paper bag, use that as your base, or even like if you have what's it called? Wrapping paper. Do wrapping paper. You could do like wrapping paper that, I know, that's Edna and Espen they're probably fighting over something. Okay, but like this paper right here. This was paper that, something I purchased was wrapped in this. Look it. You could take that and put it right on there. That'd be so cute for like maybe a farmhouse ornament. How cute would that be? See, just grab things. You guys have these things in your house. Don't go out and spend money. You have this stuff here. How stinking cute. I love this. You guys, thank you so much for jumping on with me tonight. I appreciate you all being here. And don't forget, I do have my online auction going right now. So it's like a silent auction. So if you go in and look on my page, you'll see the items that are listed for in the auction. And if you are interested in bidding on any of them, make sure that you'll see some of them already have the bids on them. Make sure you're bidding underneath the item, not up in the very top of the comments or on the top of the post, because you got to bid on the actual item. So, but I think these are stinking adorable. I'm going to finish this third one, and then I got to get back upstairs. You guys, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I hope you all have a great night. I'm going to try to be back on Saturday. I'm going to try my best, okay? I'm busy tomorrow, but I'm going to try to be back on Saturday. And I think, I'm in a crafting event on Sunday with the Sunday Fun Day group again. But that is not till 8 o'clock. Oh, that's a late one. Just kidding. We'll be crafting at night on Sunday night. So I will see. Yes, you guys have a great rest of your night too. I'll talk to you again soon, friends. Thank you. Bye-bye.